Hello viewers, I am Dark Deimos and this is a quick beginner's tank guide to Final Fantasy XIV. This guide should give you the basic understanding of what it means to tank in your first dungeon in a party. So without further ado, let's get into the bread and butter of tanking. First thing you'll want to understand is enmity, otherwise known as hate or aggro. Basically, this is how much each of the enemies is focused on a single party member. Your job as tank, and I can't stress this enough, is to make all the things hate you. This is your role as tank. Can you still deal damage? Of course you can, but that is not your primary role in the party composition. Enmity is everything to a successful party. When the tank holds all of the aggro, the DPS damage dealers can focus down enemies. The healer will only have to heal one party member. You are the meat shield. As tank, you will want to start every pull with a ranged attack. All tanks get this at their level 15 class quests. This puts a target on your back that the enemy cannot ignore. Once the mob is pulled, use your enmity AoE. For Paladin, this is Flash, which blinds all enemies in a radius around you. Occasionally, you'll find yourself wanting to pop a couple of these at the beginning of your pull, just to assure you are the enemy's primary focus. The next step is pretty straightforward. You want to focus all of your energy on two objectives: staying alive, and watching your enemy's aggro. There are a couple ways of monitoring aggro. The basic method is to keep an eye on the enemy list. Icons will appear next to each enemy name with a unique color and shape. The red square means you have all the hate, the yellow triangle means you're losing enmity to another player, and the green circle means you have failed at life. But don't fret, you can regain enmity with the above mentioned skills. Quick ranged attack and enmity AoE, and you're back in control. I should mention that over a course of leveling, you will gain other skills like Provoke and Ultimatum, which will also be used in emergency situations, but you are typically reserved these for swapping with other tanks at some of the later content. It's important to remember to pace yourself. Pull what you are comfortable with and keep the healer in mind. If they appear to be struggling to keep you alive, maybe it's time to lighten the load. At first you were afraid and now you're petrified. But the other objective here is to stay alive. You see what I did there? Regardless, staying alive is not only the healer's job but yours as well. If you pull a little more than you can chew, use some of your buff skills such as Convalescence to make kills on you more effective, or skills like Rampart to mitigate damage. Study your skills as you learn them and determine what is best in any given situation. Final word of advice that I can't impress upon you enough as a tank is directional positioning. Most, and I mean almost all, enemies will have some sort of directional AoE that will be cast in the direction of their focused target. If you're doing your job right, that target should be you. Stand so that these directional AoEs face away from your party. With these skills, you'll be pulling entire dungeons into a small corner and tanking the hell out of them, while your DPS does their thing and the healer has a mini-stroke. Regardless, these are the basics you need to understand to be an effective tank in a party composition in earlier content. If you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, please like, share, subscribe, all the things, and until next time.